So Arsenal have a job to finish tonight when Olympiacos come to the Emirates in the second leg of the last 16 of the Europa League. This is the Arsenal versus Olympiacos match preview. Hello, my name is Richard. Welcome back to my channel over and over and over again, the Positive Arsenal channel. In this video, we'll look ahead to tonight's Europa League game, the second leg of the last 16 here at the Emirates against Olympiacos. I want to look back on last week's first leg, the results that both clubs have had in between, make a score prediction as well. But before I get into all that, I want to make sure you are subscribing to my channel. If you enjoy what I do, or maybe if you're new here, you like some Positive Arsenal content, please click on the subscribe button down in the corner there. It's completely free of charge. It just helps the videos to reach a larger audience. Please give it a like as well, and drop me comments in the box below about what you make of this game tonight, what you're making of Arsenal's recent form, or anything else to do with the club. Please drop me in the box. I do try to reply to as many as I can. So in the end, of course, it was those two late goals last week from the unlikely goal scorers of Gabriel and El Neni that sealed the 3-1 victory, which now puts us in a very, very strong position in this game. Of course, for us to get knocked out, we would have to lose by 3 goals tonight. So a scoreline such as 3-0 or 4-1. And judging on what we saw from Olympiacos last week, that seems to me to be very, very unlikely. Bearing in mind, of course, the only time we've lost by that amount of goals under Mikel Arteta was the game against Aston Villa back in November. I don't believe Olympiacos are as good a team as Aston Villa anyway, certainly not judging on what we saw last week. So we're going to start massive favourites tonight to finish the job. It'd be nice to get another win as well, keep the momentum going. But of course, we did see what happened last year in this tie, didn't we, when we won the away leg and then came back here and lost after extra time. But of course, we only had a 1-goal lead, and which made it a little bit more tricky. I think with a 3-1 advantage, we are massive favourites tonight, and I would be amazed if there's anything other than an Arsenal victory to go through. Of course, Olympiacos' record in Europe this season is really poor. They've lost 7 of their 10 matches in Europe all season. In fact, they've lost their last 4 away from home as well. That was since a 0-0 draw away in Ammonia Nicosia, which was back in the qualifiers in September. They did, of course, bounce back from the defeat against us last week with a victory at the weekend against Larissa away in the league. They won 3-1. It was a penalty from Hassan, and it was goals from Androtis and El Arabi sealed that victory. Keeps them 16 points clear at the top of the Greek table with just 10 matches to go. Of course, we enjoyed a great victory, didn't we, over Tottenham in the North London derby, a victory that we all enjoyed. And we go into this match, of course, on the back of a good run now. We're unbeaten in our last 5 matches in all competitions. That goes back to the defeat against Manchester City here in February. So we're in good form at the moment. We need to keep a bit of momentum going as we build up towards a busy part of the season. But we mustn't underestimate Olympiacos. As I said before, we saw what happened last year. We need to make sure that we get the job done. We're professional and we see this through. In terms of team selection, I think there's going to be quite a lot of changes from the weekend. Bearing in mind, we've got another big game on Sunday away at West Ham. So I think this is the opportunity to maybe rotate the squad a little bit in a game that we're in full control of. So I think we'll start like this. I think it might be a chance for Matt Ryan to get a game in goal, actually. Bernd Leno's played a lot of games this season. Maybe it's time that he had a rest and Matt Ryan can come in, and of course, he would do a good job. I think in the back 4, again, we might see some changes. I think Hector Bellerin will probably come in at right back. I think the 2 centre-backs may well be different. I think we might see Holding and Pablo Mari, and then left back is probably going to be Kieran Tierney, just because there's nobody else really is there. I suppose Cedric could play there, but I'd be tempted to rest him for the weekend. I think in midfield, again, we might see a few changes there. Maybe El Neni might start following his great goal, of course, last week in the first leg, maybe alongside Thomas Partey, who I still believe needs some minutes. It might be a good opportunity to rest Granit Xhaka, who's played every game, hasn't he, for a long time now. I think in the front 4, again, I think there's going to be changes. Bukayo Saka, yes, maybe he might have recovered from his injury, but I wouldn't risk him in this game. I don't think there's any point. Keep him on the bench. So maybe Pepe can come in, Willian can come in as well. I'd maybe rest Odegaard and Smith Rowe as well. I think they're going to be really important for the weekend. So yeah, I'm expecting there to be changes up front as well. Maybe Aubameyang might come back in just to get a run out, of course, ahead of the weekend. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes for Arsenal, but we'll see. You can never read Mikel Arteta, can you? But that's the sort of lineup that I'll be expecting for the game tonight. With a score prediction then, I mean, the game really set up for us, isn't it? Olympiacos have to come and score goals. So they can't sit back and defend. They're going to have to at some point take a few risks, and that will leave them open to, of course, our counter-attack. So I think there'll be goals in this game, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if Olympiacos maybe take the lead at some point, because I think they are going to have to throw men forward, and that might catch us out a little bit. But I'm sure that we've got far too much quality not to really blow this game. I do think we'll come back and win. I think Olympiacos will give it everything they've got. I'm sure they will. And I say we're going to rotate the squad, I'm sure. So I think it's going to be quite a tight game, but I'm expecting us to come out on top and finish the job. I think it's going to finish Arsenal 2, Olympiacos 1. So it's an important game. Obviously, we do need to get the job done, but I say it's going to take a massive shock. One of the biggest shocks in European football, wouldn't it, if we were to get knocked out of this game tonight? I say they need to win either 3-0, 4-1, something along those lines, and I just can't see them being capable of doing that. So I'd say the job's 90% done, isn't it? That first leg, I say those 2 late goals have really set this up nicely, and then we can look forward, hopefully, to a decent draw tomorrow in the quarterfinals. And of course, when you're in the quarterfinals of any cup competition, that's when you can really start thinking that, you know what, we could go all the way. So yeah, it's exciting times, isn't it, at the moment? We're on a good run of form, and I say we've still got some big important league games coming up as well. So we just need to be professional tonight, don't we? Get the job done, see this through, and then we can look ahead to hopefully some more exciting nights in Europe to come for the rest of this season. So that's my preview of tonight's game against Olympiacos. Stay tuned to the channel because I am doing a watch along. I'll be going live about 5:45. It's a 5 to 6 kickoff, isn't it? So I'll have the team news, a bit of build up as well, and then full match commentary and analysis. Tomorrow night as well, Friday, I'm going to be doing a watch along with the Arsenal women. They're playing Manchester United. It's a really big game for them as they look to try and get into the European places following a poor run. That's a 6:30 kickoff, so I'll probably go live about 6:15 for that one. Then on Saturday evening, I'm doing the pre-match West Ham show. I've got a West Ham fan, Stephen, coming on. I used to go to school with him, so that's going to be a good show. That's going live at 7 o'clock on Saturday. And then, of course, Sunday, 3 o'clock kickoff, isn't it, at West Ham? Again, I'll be doing a watch along there, so I'll go live about 2:45. Again, a bit of build-up, team news, full match commentary. And, of course, there's going to be the after-match fan cam reaction show as well, which I'll also be doing tonight after this game. So please stay tuned. If you haven't done so already, please get the subscribe button down in the corner there. Make sure that you don't miss out on any of the good stuff that's coming up. It is free to subscribe, and it just helps the channel reach a larger audience. Please give the video a like as well if you've enjoyed it. I say stay tuned, loads of good stuff coming up. Drop your comments in the box as well. What's your score prediction for tonight? What's your team lineup prediction as well? Because I say it's very difficult to read. I just believe this is a good opportunity to rotate the squad and rest some players ahead of the big game on Sunday. But yeah, lots coming up on the channel. Lots of big games coming up for Arsenal as well, isn't there? So stay tuned. Thanks for your support. And of course, in the meantime, as always, come on, you Gunners!
Mm-hmm.